In this example, we have these books on a shelf, and it says that suppose a shelf in your dorm room, you have 12 textbooks, and we're going to be arranging these books. It says for A, how many different ways can you arrange the books on your shelf? So this is definitely a permutation because the order in which you line them up on your shelf is certainly going to matter. So for A, I'll just put it right there. So for A, that's 12 factorial. You have 12 books, you have 12 factorial, different ways. Don't forget that's the same as 12 permutate 12. The order matters. And 12 factorial is 479,001,600 different ways to be able to arrange those 12 books. Couldn't imagine that. That's that many ways just for 12 books on your shelf. And for B, it now says, now suppose 4 of the books are math books, 3 are English books, 3 are science books, and 2 are history books. Keeping the books together by subject, how many different ways can you arrange the books on your shelf? So you really kind of have to think about what's going on. You have this bookshelf in your dorm room or wherever it is, and you got 12 books on there, and you have them grouped by these subjects here. How many ways can you arrange them, keeping them in their groups on your shelf? So I'm going to draw a nice little picture here, and you should too. I always encourage drawing pictures. It helps lend some clarity on what's going on. So here are my math books, and we have 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the math books. Then I have 3 English books. So I'm going to put in the English books here. 1, 2, 3. I'll just make this an E for English books. Then we have 3 science books. 1, 2, 3. Here are the science books. And lastly, we have these 2 history books. So here's our history books. If you look at just the math books, if there are 4 books, there's 4 factorial ways that I could arrange just the math books on the shelf. For the English books, there's 3 factorial ways that I could arrange just the English books. For the science books, 3 factorial ways to arrange the science books. And for the history books, 2 factorial ways to arrange the history books. So then to arrange the groups all together, they don't necessarily have to be in this order. They could be in any order. Then there's 4 factorial ways to arrange the groups. And I think I've got everything. So if we have all these different factorials here, then we just use the fundamental counting principle. And for B, we'll have 4 factorial, which is 24. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, times 4 factorial, times 3 factorial, times 3 factorial, times 2 factorial. 24 times 24 times 6 times 6 times 2. That's 41,472 different ways we could arrange the books on a shelf if we keep them by subject.